I went through my entire life thinking that was fine until just now.
Found out that you were indeed worried, there, did you?
Yeah.
Oddly enough. Like,
I was pretty assured of who and what I am until just now. You've rocked me to my core, Martin.
would you rather I rock steady?
I know I'd actually prefer if you bebop.
I wanted to give up. I want to play music. Stop.
That's fine. Just kill everybody. Those are fucking grenades. Do you think all that would have made it in today's...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
I just know you have weird opinions about all that and Kenan and Kel as a whole. Well, not necessarily weird, but just...
Ow. Oh shit. This is oh shit. Oh shit.
Is that really how
Oh
you feel?
god
This is all shit?
damn. I said oh shit.
Oh, I thought you said all shit.
AWW.
Alright. Just clarify sometimes, you know?
Sometimes it's right.
What's the earliest you went to bed this week?
I couldn't begin to tell you. Well, last night I turned the PlayStation and TV off like at like 4 something.
But what time did you go to bed? And when I say go to bed, I don't mean be
6.
present in your bed, but in fact, asleep.
Yeah, I know what you meant, motherfucker. Like, uh, well after 5 o'clock.
Fair enough.
Because at like 4 o'clock I got really hungry, and I had to go get something to eat. Because if I didn't, I would continue to be hungry, which is not what I wanted out of my life.
Yeah. Pretty fond of this. It's basically shooting a bunch of snowballs.
Twitter is being weird.
Is Twitter being weird?
And doogie in your ass, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it real fast. I don't think that's what I would want in a stripper. I don't think I want my stripper to have doo doo in her butt.
I mean, Unless you're gonna be in her boat, does it really matter? I mean, because I don't feel like that really affects you one way or another.
Oh, and she was shaking it real fast. Like doodle in her ass and she's shaking it real fast.
I mean, this might be a tad problematic for you.
There's a point in the game where things don't really work out because I don't think they think it through.
I mean, do you mean the writers or the characters?
What?
Do you mean the writers or the characters?
The writers.
Okay.
Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry,
When?
sometimes you wanna just give up, lay down and die. Sometimes shit happens and you can't do nothing about it.
I didn't know that your bullets bounced.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I mind.
How often do you mind?
Um, I don't know, like 10% of the time. The fuck is this? Was that a thing I wanted to do? I don't really know. I don't really know if I did a good thing, Martin.
Shoo better do do yeah yeah oh ooh ooh shoo better do shoo better ooh better do hey yeah. Look at my health. Look how perfect my health is. I have not been hit at all. Oh, I've been scratched.
Didn't really feel like that's what you wanted to say.
No, that's what I'm doing. Kratos doesn't have autocorrect.
He doesn't have autocorrect?
Like, if you run at an enemy and you jump in the air to hit them, he does not, like, automatically target his enemy. Like, if they're just, like, a little to the
Oh no,
right,
you just straight up whiff.
yeah, you miss. Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And then you just look silly.
Shoot it. Sometimes you laugh. Sometimes you cry. Music. Cali baby 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 baby. Cali baby baby. Cali baby. Bad one. You see it. You see it. You see it. This is actually from Go. This was like supposed to be like the pre-order song.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, that was not on Spotify when the album came out. Because I know Tech9 tends to put all of his songs on Spotify, even the pre-order songs.
Because the annoying thing is, when I pre-order these songs, they're supposed to give me a download code to download the song, like in my email or something. But they haven't been.
I'm gonna guess their customer service might not always be the best.
Yeah, I'm annoying the shit out of me. Because I'm stealing them, but technically I.
Have I done something that I'm not aware of? Because it feels like this is a lot harder than it should be. I might die. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die.
It doesn't really fit in with the rest of the album, though, to be fair.
Oh, I'm so upset. That's her. I didn't do very well.
I just threw up a little bit.
Good.
Music. Good. It was very warm and foamy.
It's very better out than in. 1, 2, 3, or 4, Martin.
3.
Alright. I don't know if this is actually a good gun. The answer is probably not really. It's decent. Trust you. So Martin, what was the last movie you watched that genuinely you like loved? Not you liked or you thought was okay, but you actually loved it. Martin.
Mm, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Old or new?
Hello?
Uh, old or
Who
new,
the
yeah.
fuck is that?
Dad?
Oh. Damn, you sound like Jamal.
Okay.
Does it have to be old? Like, can it be like an old movie that I saw recently? Does that
It could
count?
be any movie recently that you saw.
Who out here? Just y'all two?
Yeah,
Yep.
just us. And you. You matter.
Just.
The Lego Batman movie, which was back in December. That was the last movie I saw that I genuinely enjoyed. Like that I watched and I was like, this makes me happy. Like
Like, this is cinema. This is true cinema.
like, no, well not all none of that Skibidi Bop, We Rock, no, not necessarily true cinema. But as I watched it, I was like, this is fun. Like this is making me smile. I am enjoying the hell out of myself. Like that's what it was.
Alright.
There will come points in God of War, like once you start solving puzzles and stuff, you will find yourself like walking through like old places with like a sense of accomplishment. Like you will feel like very good. Like that's how I feel like, when I play a game that has a lot of like logic puzzles in them. Like I feel really really good when I solve them on my own.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna?
I understand.
Like that's like one of the reasons I really enjoy the God of War series. Like I love the whole like I really do like the whole solving puzzles aspect. Like I like it so much. Like I like solving a logic puzzle.
Oh. This is
Do you have a particular puzzle you would say is your favorite from the God of War series?
Yeah, probably the garden from God of War 3.
Oh, the one where you have to like change your perspective and all that. That was neat.
The thing is, I can't remember any of the any of the stuff from God of War 2. Like, I don't remember anything from God of War 2. Like, it's sad, but I remember bits and pieces, but I don't remember much from that game.
I remember
There were trophies in
the fates
Ascension.
and stuff.
Yeah, I remember the first half of the game. Like, I remember like up to the Bog of the Forgotten, and I remember fighting. I remember like fighting the dude on the thing. I remember the majority of it, but I can't remember it in any specific order.
Like you remember the set pieces, but you don't remember
Yeah,
the
like, and I know
entirety.
what order they go in. Yeah, but I don't remember the whole thing. No, it took it took me playing through parts of it again to remember the steeds of time. Like I had forgotten that. Like and I like if somebody was to ask me like how do you do the steeds of time puzzle, I'd have been like, what?
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, seriously, what the hell are you talking about? Like the steeds of who now? Like I'd have been like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I'll say there's like puzzles in this game that are probably like will take my favorite God of War puzzles. And again, like I don't like you can only take my word for it in certain cases that I'm like doing things like first time through. But when I say like I feel like you're gonna see me like do a puzzle, like come to a puzzle, and you're gonna see me like get the solution relatively quickly. Like I might not, you'll basically see me on the right path to knowing what I'm supposed to do, but there's no guarantee that I'll do it right the first time. Cause like there's one puzzle in which I saw how to do it, and I just kept messing it up. Like I clearly knew what it was I was supposed to do, but the controls were a little iffy, and I just kept messing it up. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's just a matter of like you see the pieces and you get a general idea of how they go together. It's just a matter of the order.
No, that's the thing. Like in most cases, I know exactly how they want me
Yeah.
to solve it, and it's like there's a transfer puzzle. There's several transfer puzzles, and I'm aware of what they want me to do. It's just a matter of like finding all the necessary parts, and like once I know where all the parts are, like I get the puzzle pretty quickly. Like I get the solution fairly quickly, and like I do really enjoy that kind of stuff because that aha moment is so nice. Like it's so nice it makes you want to do it.
Because I do appreciate the fact that the game's not all like, whenever you come to a puzzle, they don't really even mention it most cases. Like they don't really talk about the fact you're doing a puzzle. It's just like there's a puzzle here. You understand that there's a puzzle here. You do the puzzle.
Right.
Like the characters themselves aren't like, "Hey, how are we gonna get through this?"
Well, Kratos doesn't talk much in general, so
Yeah.
there's that. Like in the original games, there was no like. I feel like in the original games, like when he, short of like exposition, the world building was okay, but it wasn't great because like he didn't talk outside of cutscenes. There was nothing that talked that spoke to him. It was just a very quiet black white man.
Because it really was a lot of Kratos saying, "I don't like this person. I'm probably gonna kill you," in a very angry way, or yelling.
What are you saying, Pat? You were saying words. What are those words?
What did you say?
I said you're saying words. What are those words?
I'm not doing very good.
Oh my god. This.
What?
Hello? Somebody need to beat Disney at their own game, man. I don't know if they
I don't know what
can.
that means. I don't
Basically,
know what that means.
I'm a little pissed off that, well, not pissed off, but I just wish it wasn't Disney. I'm just seeing this commercial for E3 showcase on Disney XP.
XD.
So, so they're gonna be playing E3 on television, which they did before, but it's exclusively on Disney.
Okay.
So I'm like, fuck, Disney can't own gaming.
Well, to be fair, of any television network, They have the most.
The most, well, viewers.
I don't know. We'll get there someday, I'm sure. Properties? Money?
Did you die?
Wait, what?
You were
didn't finish your
talking.
sentence.
I thought I was done.
No.
What did
You
I
might
say?
have
What was
been.
the last thing I? What was the last thing I? Clearly, what was the last thing I said?
Of all the television companies, Disney has the most.
Did I just stop?
Yeah.
Good,
Mhm.
like they're really good at that. They make the most video games, like compared to like any, like even Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. They make the most video games.
Yeah, I
Like
guess you could say that.
they own Star Wars, so
Yeah.
they
They
have
own
more
Marvel.
at stake. They have yeah, and Marvel. They have more reasons to make for it to be exclusively on the Disney Channel. Not to mention it's like the idea of like airing Transformers. The purpose of Transformers is to sell toys. Disney wants you to buy video games because they make video games.
I think they're getting money from the sponsors. I mean, like from you know, they don't really they don't really showcase the games that they make on like the show. It's catered towards the just the gamer scene, basically, like, you know, tournaments and all types of other shit. E3 is a big showcase for that, so they're sponsoring it and showing it on TV because there's an audience for it. I just chunk it up for the fact that they have the money to do so.
Well, they do, but they also have like more at stake.
Aren't they also trying to buy
Yeah.
Fox right now?
Yeah, it's time to take over the world. Isn't that the end goal for any company, even if they don't know it? World domination.
I suppose.
I mean, you can record it, can't you? I mean, I was gonna watch it on Twitch. I don't know how, but I'm gonna find a way. Or YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it on YouTube.
Don't turn on that for. Don't turn on that news at what is it? Is that nah, don't turn that shit on. That's channel 4. That's channel 4. Don't turn that shit on. If you turn the news, you
about to
better
die,
be that big
aren't I?
deuce.
I'm about to die.
Young and the rest
I'm
of
about to die. I know it's about to happen. I know it's
what
about
the
to.
fuck is wrong with her face? What's wrong with all of that? Oh my god, what is wrong with all their faces? No, they're not. They shouldn't be. I'm talking about the actors down there. Look at her eyes, his eyes, and Nikki's eyes. Hell, look at Jack. Wait. Who is that? That's Jack, so who the hell is that next one? Paul. Paul the policeman?
That's stupid. I did. I was so close. I had the boss down to no life, and then I
Only person who
died,
like he
and
was
I
Victor.
screamed.
I mean, that's fair.
And
Make
then
it
he
look
was
like
like,
you
what
Like her
happened?
eyes are too deep in her head.
Tell me about it, boy.
She look like she on drugs. Who is that on to the right? Do you know that?
Yeah, that's Shakira.
Cricket look like she on crack.
Shakira.
Who is that next to Cricket? Noah.
Ricky the
Boy.
Cricket.
You motherfuckers look crazy. Victor the only motherfucker that look like him. That is his smile right there. He is smiling. Victor, smile. I am smiling. Oh shit, those are worse. It is a real attractive show. I want to watch it. These scary people. What is that, American Horror Story?
That's the shit.
Nah, go back. You didn't see that? Yeah, I saw news right there. News 4. That's what I saw. You gonna turn the news on, baby? Big Fox game, do say. Somebody's got a one-track mind.
A little bit. The train is usually headed towards
There's plenty more things around. What about all those other times that weren't rhyming? How about that? What's your excuse there? Current events? Okay. What track design? Look at her. She look like she trying to cast a spell.
It was ass garbage, Pat. It was ass.
What happened?
It was ass garbage, apparently.
Ass garbage?
He said it was ass garbage. I was so upset. I was so upset. Yeah. It was.
Alright.
Genuinely upset. I was so upset. I wasn't sure what life was gonna do for me at that moment. Like I really wasn't sure. Like I was so sad.
Ooh, Jack. Is Victor old enough to be the nigga dead? Victor, everybody motherfucking dead. I have enough money to buy a lot of you. Victor knows Jack's mom. Boy, do the nigga know Fred Flintstone, nigga? Sad. Go to school with Moses, nigga. Shit. This nigga daddy so old, he got Mary Magdalene in a little black book.
I did. I almost broke the controller in half. Like I grabbed it by the handles and I twisted the controller really hard.
I've done that. I stopped myself from actually twisting those. Cause like I've done that like.
I've done it. Yeah, I've done it hard enough to make it like start making that crackling noise.
Oh, I've never done that. See, like I'm reimagining it because I can feel it and just hold the controller, and there's more force on my hand stopping me from doing it than it is actually twisting.
It was like,
oh, my
like
mom?
the creases and thing, yeah. Like I felt the creases like start to separate. Like earlier when I was mad and I was twisting it, I felt the creases separate on the controller. Like I felt the controller begin to open up. I was that upset.
These things cost way too much money. I'd rather grab something else. That's why you need to play the Switch. Everything's happy.
I've got to get away. I've got to out my back. I did stuff. It hurt a specific part of me. Oh, the game, yeah. Don't go nowhere. No, my scalpel. Oh, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was stuck on that one boss, like on that one like sub fight for like maybe an hour, and I was so upset.
That doesn't make me happy to
I
hear,
wasn't.
knowing that you are on normal, and that means I'm gonna have to fight that later.
I can tell you what happens without giving away anything. I'll tell you that it's a boss fight.
Uh-huh.
It's a boss fight. It's a set of boss fights, and it spawns in ads,
That's
not
not my favorite.
periodically throughout the entire fight. Like, let's say, like I think it spawns in 5 ads. If you kill 4 of them, it will spawn 4 new ones.
So I just need to
It
focus on the
continues.
boss as opposed to the
Are you
thing.
Oh
still fighting that
no!
same thing you was working on earlier?
Oh no! I killed that. No, I killed that. I wasn't. Yeah, I finally killed it. Like I killed it a hell of ago. But I'm looking at the video footage of it because all of that was for the channel. Like all of that stuff will be edited together in Share Factory because it's easier that way.
Okay, so you were recording when you was going off like that?
Yes, that's good. That's
Okay,
good footage.
I can't. I can't wait.
That is good footage. That is a tasty burger. Is what that is.
That is a tasty burger.
Like legitimately, like losing my shit. Like no, like I've like been doing this for like 2.5 years. No game made me go out of like literally like lose my shit. And, like Hotline Miami 2 did. Hotline Miami 2 was a game I dreaded playing every week. Like every week when I was like, all right, it's time to record for Hotline Miami, I genuinely was upset that it was a thing I had decided I wanted to do. With
You
my
literally
day.
had to mentally prepare yourself every time you
Yeah,
played it.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And like, there was no point, like, because in some games, okay, is a game that scares the shit out of me. Like, it does. That game is scary to me. When I first started playing it, what would happen is, because my sleep schedule was so janky, I would always start playing that game around 4 or 3 o'clock. So before I knew it, it was dark. And once I realized it was dark, I didn't want to play it anymore. Because it got to the point where I was uncomfortable playing it, but like I would always eventually get comfortable. Like I'd get into it because it like turned into a video game, and I'm just like, I just need to progress. It's like, it's designed so that I can progress. I just have to figure out how to do it. But every time I stopped playing it, I didn't want to play it again. Like I was like that. It unsettled me. That it's a scary game. Like Hotline Miami was like that, but without that comfort. There was nothing in that game. The second one, mind you, there was nothing, and there was never a point while playing it that I was like, okay, this is like it's not so bad. Like no, there never was that point. It was never a point in that game where it was like, okay, this is okay. Like no, never. Like so. Yeah, that game sucked from start to finish. It was just a really bad experience. Yeah, I guess it's like playing a fighting game where they make you change characters every other stage. Where they make you change characters. And like you don't have a choice but to play as that other character to progress. Which I guess is how story modes work. In fighting games. Like Mortal Kombat. I've got to get away.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll say
so
you. Yeah. Okay, so what?
my mom's cause she called me in there to give her something. She looked at my shorts. I got some blue shorts or whatever. She bought me some, and she was like, "Are those the shorts I bought you?" I said, "No, I just took them off." Her response to that was, "Why?"
Because it's 3 in the morning.
I was like, "No, I just took them off because I was wearing them earlier." She's like, "Oh, okay." Like, yeah, like nothing wrong with them.
Why'd you take them off? Like, I've had them on all day. It's
Right.
nighttime now. It's like they've run their course for them. They've done their duty.
Right.
They've been sent home.
The war's over.
Yeah, it's not. They're not absent without official leave. It's always games like this. It's always games like this that really do have these moments where what ends up happening is like you have a hard time during a certain fight. You have a really hard time during a certain fight. And gross. And for whatever reason, the time you beat it, like the time you beat it, it's really easy. It's like not necessarily like really easy, but
So does that game have stuff that you could literally only do if you beat the game?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm asking because did it seem like
I'm
there was?
and I'm answering. I don't know.
Because for the most part, I like to try to do everything before I beat the game, just because. I mean, otherwise, I don't have any reason to use these things I'll get for doing these side things.
I'm sorry. What?
You wanna come down here? I'm mighty cold. Yeah, the only blanket we sleep on.
Like you can by all means, you can try to do all the side stuff first. Like it doesn't much matter. The side stuff. Here's the thing. In most cases, the side stuff is what helps you finish the game.
Yeah.
But in this case,
Oh, I gotta know.
finishing the game won't be nearly as hard. But you're playing on a harder difficulty. Like I've come across I've come across side stuff that's been the majority of the side. Like this game isn't like Legend of Zelda, whereas like the side stuff isn't that difficult compared to the main objective. That's like kind of half the incentive to go do it because it's easy, but it's doable and it's always rewarding. This, on the other hand, the story is kind of easy to get to. I mean, clearly you've seen that it's not. Like you haven't done a lot of side quests, but you've seen it like.
Well, do you want to go back to watching TV?
So,
look, you
for you, I really don't have an answer. I don't think that it would matter. Like I'm starting to feel like it will not matter what you choose to do. Like I really don't. Like I think that you probably would be better off just playing the game like in whatever manner you choose to do. I think the end fight will be a pain. It will be difficult, but I will say like the way you've been playing it, I don't think that should have worked for several of the side missions and the end boss.
I mean, again, I know you don't have like a definitive answer because, again, like it's going to come down to when I get there, I'll find out. But
yeah, I mean, again, you're doing something I'm not willing to do. Like, and honestly, I was thinking, what you should do is beat the game on hard, and then just start a new play file, and then just play the game on like normal or hard, without like not very hard.
I'm gonna go and get up out of here.
All right.
I'll see y'all later.
Because I'm gonna be real with you, like it'll take the fun out of it. Like, cause like right now, it's like there's this like sense of accomplishment when you do get something done. Like it feels good because you're not, but it's not because you waited the game out to it. And I will say, yeah, there are certain like encounters, even in the story mode, like towards the end, that I was like, okay, this is a bit. But I was able to get through it. Like I was able to brute force it and like just push my way through it. And I was just, but as I went through more stuff, I was like, this is gonna suck for him to play like on hard mode. But it's gonna suck because I feel like in most of those cases, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get stuck in like certain places. You're gonna get stuck, and you're gonna be stuck in a loop that you have to continue to do. Like you have to do shit over and fucking over, fucking over. And like it almost makes like the story, it's kind of like, you know, you're worn out by the ordeal that it's just to get the story. So when you get the story, it's like you don't even want it now. It's like it's here, but I just don't care because it's harder to, because you're gonna have to accept that it's not over yet, and I'm gonna have to go through more of this crap to get the story, to get the next bit of story. And it's like with the fight with the Dark Elf, like that took longer than it needed to. Like, have you seen me fighting?
not yet, no.
Alright. Because I don't remember fighting. Like, I don't. Like, when I said, like, when I told you that you do have to fight him again, like, specifically him again, yeah, I didn't know how true that would be. I knew I came across one after that, but yeah, it doesn't get easy. Because I feel like that game is going to ramp up the difficulty.
And mind you, I've not reached a point where I actually feel like bad. Like nothing's like been so hard that I've hated the game yet.
No, I didn't like. No, you're never gonna hate it.
Yeah.
But like hating that difficulty, like that's just something. Like it's something that I feel you should have done after you played through it on normal. Like just to go back with like, and I feel like even then, you would have had to like learn what they're gonna do all over again because they're gonna throw in new stuff. So do what you want, but it's gonna like just really like lengthen everything. Like it's gonna really like draw everything out, like to the point where it's just gonna almost not be fun. And that's just how I see it. Like I could be completely wrong. Like I could be like 100% wrong.
I mean, because I knew what I was getting into when I started this stuff. And, like, if it really ever becomes, like, this thing where, like, I reach that point like you did, and I'm like, this is so unfun that I just don't think I can stand it, I'll stop. I know my limits.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think it'll ever stop being fun. It just won't feel right. You know what I mean? It won't be fun, but it won't be fun. Because I feel like the high you get from completing a certain, like for me, it's different. Like the high you get from getting through a certain point changes when I start realizing that I'm definitely gonna have to like do it again later on down the line.
Again, we'll see when I get there. Because my goal is to actually beat the entire game 100%, like, on hard. That was my goal from the beginning, but I don't know if I'll make it. Is this a fucking banana? This is a fucking banana.
I've got to get away. I gotta get away. Yeah, when you get there, you'll know. Like, you'll know if you hit that wall. And I feel like for you, the only time you'll hit that wall is when, like, I don't know. I just feel like if this was something like an RPG, where it's turn-based combat, like, and there's like really no other option. Like, I have to get through this, and this is how the game is. That'd be a different story. It's like Mighty Number 9. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Mighty Number 9 wasn't that bad. Like, Mighty Number 9 was little bird. Like, Mighty Number 9 felt fun, kinda.
I'm a little upset.
At what?
Well, there's a thing in the Gungeon where you can unlock shortcuts, and I've got everything I need, but one more money, like one extra money. That's the only thing I need for the upgrade, and I don't think there's anything I can do to get that extra money. And that slightly upsets me. Oh well.
Well, I think I was trying to say was
Oh,
like,
go.
a hard game is a hard game.
Martin,
But when you
Martin, I don't know where your mic is. But it is
A hard game's a hard game, but when, like, the game is, when you're doing it to yourself, it's less fun.
I can understand why you feel that way.
Yeah, because there are certain parts in of the game where you have to go back to old areas, and I genuinely expected that when I did that, like, I honestly thought that in most of those cases when I did it, what would happen like, I thought like they would just be empty. No, I just thought, I thought, yeah, because I thought the areas would just be empty.
Nah. That'd be silly. Well, this run's about to be over.
This one's you back. Okay, good. I'm not gonna lie, I tend to like when I'm like trimming video clips with voices in them, like it always sounds like they're still in the party chat.
I think that would literally kill me if I did that. Huh. Well, it didn't matter, I'm dead anyway. Well, that was fun.
At the end of the game, Kratos would just...
That's a pretty good way to